Hey, hi, yeah, oh, yeah, let me get that off her. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Great game. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations to you all, too, for getting to see that excellent performance KP Fumblers did. We'll go over a little bit what happened there and what took place this weekend, and we'll answer some questions you all got and do that. But am I excited? You say, am I excited? With a win, I'm happy about a win. Am I excited? No, can't say I'm excited. 2 times I get excited. One time you're going to see it. That's whenever we take championship this year. We're going to take championship this year, and you're going to see me get excited. And the only other time I get excited, my wife's the only one who sees that, unless you subscribe to me on OnlyFans, and you might get to see it then. But no, I'm not excited over just one victory. It was a good game. Good game. Could it have been better? It could have been better. Very, very much could have been better. We had 162 points. Goldie's homie had 147. Yeah, they changed their name. Changed their name in the middle of the game. Threw me off. I didn't know what week it was. I looked down at my phone trying to figure out what was going on. See where I was at. Trying to coach my team, and name change. Changed their names from Goldie's homies to Team Total Shit. Fingers up. Team Total Shit threw me off. But we got through that. We just took that as something they were trying to throw a mind game in there, but that didn't work for them. Didn't work for them at all. But 147 points, that's not bad. It had they played anybody else in the league, they'd have won this week, and they needed that win. They're 0-3 now, but no. That's the way it goes. Goldie's homies. We had 162. They had 147. Nonetheless, you couldn't ask anything for anything better. No, you couldn't, but I could. I demand it. I demand 110% out of my team and out of my players. Does that sound rough? It is rough, but you know what? It works because we had some people and some players that proved it this week. They did. We can go through that. You wait your turn. Wait your turn. Now I'm calling him. I'll get back to you in a minute. What you got? Best player? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? This is a football team. How many times you see an I in a football team? No, ain't one. But I am going to answer that question because we do have a best player. Let me go through them a little bit here. Cup, 30 points. He's been very consistent for us. Over and above the points he should have got. Not bad at all. Not the best player, though. Not the best. We'll get to that here in a minute. Metcalf, 22 points, over and above. Boom. Wide receiver. Swift, battling that groin issue. He's doing great. Over and above, 23 points this week. Higbee, we painted a picture for him last week. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but we had a heart-to-heart with him and talked to him about his performance and how he wasn't living up to the expectations that we had for him for this football team. And 15 points this week, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm looking for that, and I'm going to put that on my expectations list of Higbee, whether he, what's required of that man. And more points is going to be required of him. Elliott, best, probably the best running back for the Cowboys, hands down, best running back in the league. Hands down, 26 points. Happy about that? No, I'm not happy about that. Why? He owed me them points, and he knew he owed me them points. We talked about that, and he came through. Now as far as Elliott goes, we on a level playing field now. Now you show me what you got. And that's what he's going to be doing. That's what he's going to be working for. He's going to be showing me how he can take that ball and he can move it up the field and get points. I don't want to just see more yardage out of him. I want to see more touchdowns. I want to see more red zone action out of that man. A lot of people say that doesn't have anything to do with him. That has to do with the actual coach on the Cowboys team and the quarterback, Drake Prescott. I don't care. I don't care. That don't have nothing to do with KP Fumblers. What I want and what actually is 2 different things. We ain't going to get into that. But who's the best on our team? Me. You looking at him. Why am I the best on this team? Because this team wouldn't be here without me. This team focuses and depends on the decisions that I make week in and week out to keep it going, to put us in the position that we are to get the most points for the week. No one can say anything about that. That's the truth. You know, if it wasn't for me, all these players, they'd have to find another fantasy team to play for. Hell, sometimes I don't even think they even know they play for this team. But bottom line, I'm the best, most important on this team. And my players know that, and they respect that. And if they don't, they'll be on the sidelines. Now, we'll get back to you. What'd you say there? What we'd be looking for? We'll be looking at doing. Yeah. Everything. We're going to be looking at everything. Every position. Kaizen. Continuous improvement. That's what Kaizen is. Kaizen. Continuous improvement. First thing we're going to be looking at is defense. Once again, we're looking at defense. We picked back up the Baltimore Ravens. And, you know, I knew what they was going to do. I knew. But you know what? That was our best bet going into this. And that's what I thought was going to help us out. They didn't. They somewhere got around 13, 15 points in the middle of the game. And casually handed them back out. Here you go. You know, we're just going to not play now. We're going to give these points back. We ended up with 9 points with them. You know, we tried to pick up Carolina. Should have picked up Carolina, but, you know, we put them as our second pick. You know, I had a kicker. Carlson. Picked him up this week. 13 points out of that man. I can't say that that's a bad thing. He's consistent. He's been showing himself, you know, not on our team, but, you know, out there on the waiver wire. And I think he's going to be a good asset to our team, be able to put up points every week for us. Whenever you look at a kicker, you need to look at not only the kicker, but the entire team. And you don't want a kicker from a good team. You don't. You want a kicker that's going to get points. You want a kicker that when that team fails to succeed in getting the ball down the field and they're out there around the 50-yard line, that's the kicker you want. You want a kicker that can make 50 points, 50-yard line kicks. That's what you got to have. You got to have an offense that fails, and you got to have an outstanding kicker with a good leg on him. Carlson's that man. He is, bottom line, hands down. He's consistent, and he got us 13 points. That was a good pickup. You know, I don't know who we're going to have for defense, who we're going to pick up, but you can get bet that we're going to pick somebody up. Next thing, McKiskis on our flex position. We're going to be looking at that. Got to. That man's not consistent. Not consistent at all. Last week, 20 points. This week, no. 5 points? No, you ain't going to do that to me. Ain't going to do that to this team. We're looking at Davis to replace him this week. Looks like he's got a good matchup. And I think he's going to put some points on the board for us. It shouldn't be a big deal. Anything else? Wilson? Yeah. What do I feel? How do I feel about Wilson? Wilson's an outstanding quarterback. Did he only give me 18 points this week? He did. 18 points. You know, am I happy about that? No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy that Russell Wilson only got us 18 points for the Fumblers this week. No. But you know what? Here's what I know. He's a man among men. And he's a man among quarterbacks. He's probably a man among women, too. But that man right there, he's going to be ready. He's like a slow burning fire. He's going to build up. And when I need the points, he's going to have them for me. That's right. I have total confidence in that. He won't let me down. You know, he underperformed last week, underperformed this week. Do I keep an eye on him? Absolutely. Why do I keep an eye on him? Because I'm the best coach there is. That's why I keep an eye on that. I keep an eye on everything. That's what I do. That's why I'm the best on this team. So, yeah. And, you know, next week we got the O-Dogs. You know, that's not to be overlooked. O-Dogs had 140 points this past week. 140. We had 162. But they got a good coach. Sean Allen, he's a great coach. He actually put this whole fantasy league together. He does it every year. Does a great job of it. Not only does he coach his team, but he also puts this league together for the rest of us so that we can play on it. That's to be congratulated. That's somebody right there that is that you cannot overlook. You know, if you don't think he pays attention to who he picks up and drops, if you don't think he does his homework before the draft at the beginning of the year on who he wants, you're wrong. You're wrong. So, You know, but we had 162 points this week. He had 140. Do some simple addition right there. Bam. 162 minus 140. It's like 25, 28 points, something like that. Round that up to 30. If we beat O-Dogs by 30 points this week, we'll win. If we get 30 more points than them this week, we'll win. How are we going to do it? Just told you. Look at our defense, look at our flex players. The rest of our team's solid. Solid as a rock. Can't beat that. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this next week and we're going to win. Put our team in position to do it. O-Dogs are going down. They're going down in a big way. And, you know, they can do whatever they want. Do you see them having press conferences every week? No. You know why? You know why? Because they ain't good. Ain't good enough to have a press conference. Ain't good enough to where people want to pay attention to their team. KP Fumblers is where it's at. And we're going to show them. We're going to put the old dogs to their paces and we're going to outrun them. That's what we're going to do. All right. Well, if there ain't anything else, then we're going to get ready for next week. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you then.